guess I just want people to know that I've made every possible attempt to, have a meaningful conversation with my family. And due to their beliefs or, you know, whatever it is they won't explain, which I already know that they've been in contact with all the defendants and they have, you know, willfully not made any communication with me while also ruining my credit over a school loan, which I'm pretty sure the business paid for, or my grandma paid for my mom's college, and my mom has not paid for mine or my sister's, but she won't even pay the $7,000 loan that I did do online courses for. She refuses to acknowledge anything, as well as dad, which, that's no surprise. He's always been that way, just seeking social status, and same way with grannies. It's just about social status. They don't care or show empathy or understanding towards anyone else. They have always, went by the same bias sources, and they always think they're right. And I have researched all these personality traits and everything else to the point where I'm basically a psychologist myself, nearly. I mean, their behaviors, the silent treatment, the covert narcissism that my sister and Judy display, the um, passive aggressive, behaviors that my sister's, done to my aunt, and they've done it to her even longer. And it's very evident what their behaviors are causing with my aunt, especially because they've been doing it to her for even longer. And until I got out of my mom and dad's house and was able to see things for what they are, I was even, somewhat brainwashed, even though I'd stood up for my aunt many times. But I can't find a single person who will stand up for the honest person who wants to help other people, who's humble, who shows humility, who cares about others. And that's what is the saddest freaking thing in the world. They, as a family, are just the most unsupportive and just, I mean, they're trying to push me over the edge, and now I see why G Bob was physically abusive. I understand now, but they're perpetuating the intergenerational violence by, they've, in the past 5 years, the only person who's been physically abused is me, and now they're emotionally abusing me as well. And that is what I won't tolerate. Um, I really wish there was just a button I could push to make them wake up and realize what they're doing wrong, but nothing will suffice. I've tried every means of communication, even YouTube, and showing them research papers when I lived with them, and all they did was give me the silent treatment, even when I lived with them. And I have proven over and over that my mother was wrong about so many things, so many assumptions she made, like the fact that she thought it was the blonde officer that didn't show up to court when Judy tried to charge me with criminal mischief for taking back a fence, that I got permission to put up. This dispute that they're, they have, just like Granny, and taking the side of Bill, my aunt's ex-husband, and Granny didn't even take my side, during the time I was at those apartments. And that's the amount of ignorance and that my family has. I mean, while also ruining my reputation, causing me financial stress and my aunt financial stress, is, proof positive that they are the actual problem. They are causing these problems, and they know that they're causing them because I've made them perfectly aware that they are.